Hello, it's Thursday and I'd like to talk to you today about Mansions of Madness. It's a game that Mike and I bought on the weekend and we had a super fun time playing it. We just played it two-player, but I can see it being a lot more fun with more people. It's a game based on H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos, so that's already in my court saying, yay, I love Lovecraft so much. I have his books and I love the Elder Gods and they make me happy, so this game makes me happy. The reason why I wanted to buy it is because we had seen the tabletop with Will Wheaton and they played the game Elder Signs. Now, Elder Signs is kind of an easier version of Mansions of Madness. It's made by the same people. They made Mansions of Madness, Elder Signs, and Arkham Horror. Arkham Horror, it doesn't really follow the mythos as well as Mansions of Madness, so that's kind of why I steered away from Arkham Horror and went to Mansions of Madness. Now, it's a fun game where one person plays all the monsters and then the rest of the players play investigators, and they're trying to get their way through a house or through a crypt or through some odd sort of board. The board pieces are all cut up and kind of separate, so you can have actually 5 different stories and you flip them over and you configure them in different ways to fit the story that you are going to be playing. Now the keeper, who plays all the monsters, they're the ones who choose how the story evolves. So there's certain story element choices that they can choose, and when they choose those story elements, then they are directed by the game to choose cards and clues that fit those story elements, and then they put those on the board for the investigators to find. We played 3 games. Mike won 2 of them, and we both lost one of them. So there is an element of, if you don't do something by a certain time, or if you don't find the right story element by a certain time, it is possible for both of you to lose the game, or for everyone to lose the game. Kind of a player versus the board sort of thing. So it was really interesting. We also, on the weekend, played Forbidden Island with our friends, which was super amounts of fun. It's another tabletop game. It's also another game that it's people against the board. So you either all win or you all lose. And yeah, it's kind of shitty when the game wins, but we actually won this one, which is quite rare because I've read a lot of reviews that have said, we never win, the board always wins, what is up with this game is horrible, and so on and so forth. But we actually won, so that was fun. The element of the game is you randomly put out these tiles, and they represent different parts of this island, and the island is slowly sinking. So what you have to do is you have to gather enough cards to get treasure elements. Now, once you get all these treasure elements, you have to go to a helipad and get off the island, because obviously it's still sinking. And what you can do is you can shore up parts of the island with your characters. So it's kind of a simple gameplay with a lot of randomness to it, but there is some strategy involved. Like, you need to get all these elements, so you need to work with your team to gather the treasures and to be able to get to the helipad. Now, there's 2 tiles with treasure elements on it. If you lose both of the tiles with one treasure element on it, you lose the game. If you lose the helipad, then you lose the game. So there are lots and lots of ways to lose and only one way to win, which kind of makes it interesting, but kind of makes it a dick game. Dick game, Forbidden Island. So I think that's my time for this evening, and this is a logical stopping point.